Welcome to this channel. This channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So, in the past two videos, I share two really important basics which a real Wing Chuner must develop in the ancient time. The first is namely receive and move in. The second is the three levels of internal Kung Fu. Namely, be able to recover. The second thing is have a strong aerobic base foundations. The third is have the high intensity interval training and recovery. That's for recovery. The aerobic base is for develop your entire body to strengthen, to make you healthy. The high intensity interval training is for high speed momentum play in the fighting. So, today I like to share with you so that you have a good picture and know what is going on. Why is this so important? Why is this is the building block that everybody should develop in the ancient. Now, before I share into the technical, I'd like to share three things with you today. Due to these few days, I got different messages from different Wing Chuners and other martial artists. Number one, I've been really careful to share what I'm sharing here. Because the goal is to share the culture of ancient China, the culture of ancient Wing Chun. I really don't like this job. It is only that I end up in this position by birth that I'm in a Horatio position. Remember Horatio in the Hamlet? So I need to tell the world what is going on. However, I don't like this job because number one, I'm a Buddhist. Number two, I don't like all this violent stuff. Or teaching somebody to fight somebody, or promoting violence, or take pride of bullying other people, or go big mouth in oh, who beat who beat who. I really don't like it. I follow the path like the Mr. Nan Huaijing, late Mr. Nan Huaijing. He practiced martial art too. He know martial art too. So, Buddhist expert in meditation and chi everything. At the end, he cut off all the martial art stuff. No longer linked to the martial artist. I like to do that too. If I finish this job, what is the point to promote fighting? So this is number one. So anybody want to watch my channel, have a proper mindset. If you want to learn fighting, go somewhere else. If you want to be number one, go somewhere else, okay? This is for the Chinese, ancient Chinese culture and ancient Wing Chun, to tell what it is there. The second thing, somebody leave me a comment saying that, oh, Sifu is somebody who can learn and We cannot have the standard like the Japanese in judo and so forth. Well, sorry, I am talking about ancient Wing Chun. In the ancient, the Chinese, if you want to be a Sifu, you need to be proficient in what you are teaching. You need to have the 见地, the comprehensive, detailed view on what is going on there. You need to understand and experience it. Now, the ancient Chinese say that in order to be teacher or Sifu, there's three characteristics one need to have, or the three job of the Sifu. The first is 传道. 传道means you walk your talk, you teach by example on the skill you have and the moral code you have. That's called 传道. The second is 授业. 授业 is teaching the foundations. Like in the previous two videos on the foundations of ancient Wing Chun, and today this video, this is all in ancient, it will be categorized in 授业. The third is 解惑. 解惑 is you solve problem for the student. So this is the standard of the ancient Chinese if you want to be a Sifu. There's no discussions. It is like in a university. You want to be professor, you better be able to know your subject really well and be able to teach very well. So that's the standard. The third thing, these 2 days, many people message me asking me on the video I share on the internal training for the real Wing Chun. And then what they share with me, what they message me is, Henry, why you talk for 1 hour? Can you show us some real thing like sparring, under pressure test, or fighting? So I asked them, what is VO2 max? What is anaerobic threshold? What is aerobic base training? What is high intensity interval training? What are they? What are these things what I'm presenting very clearly in details in the video I share? Because these people message me, say, well, why you talk so much theory? So I asked them, what is it? See, obviously, these people have no idea on what happened in the world. And this is actually fall into what the Chinese historian Tang Hao said 100 years ago. You guys teaching Chinese Kung Fu, don't make it like the boxer labyrinth code. So the boxer labyrinth code is, they are right. They can go burn down other people's, foreigners, church and all those kind of stuff. And then their body, they have this kung fu, they can anti-bullets. Go read history. So this is exactly the thing. You want to test under pressure? Serious? What is your VO2 max? What is your training road for the high intensity interval training? If you don't have that, what do you have for fighting? What do you have for sparring? What do you have for test under pressure? So this is exactly the boxer rebellion thinking. Oh yeah, I have my Qigong. You know, the Western bullet is nothing. Physics is nothing. One need to really look into the world, what is going on now. So I share these three things with you. Be really careful if you really want to learn something. Wing Chun is not created for your movie. Get high, like those Hong Kong Kung Fu movie. Get high, oh, I'm better fighter. I'm better in Gong Sao. Wing Chun is for supporting that uprising. That's for the people. Not for I'm the king of this, I'm the king of that, or I can be violent. Get that thing straight. That's called history. Now, let's get into serious stuff today. Let's get into a really, really basic, simple stuff. Then you know why one need to develop the foundation I shared with you in the previous two videos. Now, Pakta, somebody call it Pakta, Pakta. Okay, depends how you want to do it. You put your hand like that, like in the Bruce Lee's movie. Okay, and then you slap, and then you strike. Or you put it down there, you pop, and then you attack. So Pakta, everybody is familiar, right? So learning this, touching his hand, okay, touching the opponent's hand, and then attack, striking this way, is this Pakta? This is my questions. Using a really simple stuff. Is this Pakta? Well, the answer I can tell you is no, this is not Pakta. In fact, this is only the most 30% of Pakta. So mimic this, or just doing this, that is not Pakta. Wing Chun, ancient Wing Chun is not that shallow. Okay? So what is Pakta? If I say that this is not Pakta. Now this is Pakta. So if you move your hand like this, that is not Pakta. Pakta need to have the high speed, generate momentum, penetrate his body. That is Pakta. Look at Bruce Lee closely in the movie, in that movie. How Bruce Lee do it? How Uncle Bruce Lee do it? Did he stand there doing this? Or he drive in? So 70% of that Pakta is your speed, your momentum drive in. Now, we get to what we taught in the previously. If you don't have that high intensity anaerobic training, high intensity interval, like interval training or interval training, how will you be able to drive your body continuously if you want to do many Pak? It is not obviously not standing there and doing this or lean down. No, you cannot hurt him. So the Pak is you go in, you drive the entire in. 70% is your body, or else you cannot drive in. Okay? Now, is it all? No. Pak is only useful if you are faster than your opponent. You are faster than your opponent, provided you have that momentum I talk about where you can generate. Okay? Because Pak is in the middle door. You and me face Pak. This is a middle door. In the middle door fight or center door fight, direct to the center line, you need to be really fast compared with your opponent, and also you want to one shot, you destroy the center axis. That is Pak. Per ancient standard. So your body, your Shen Gong, do you have that? Like the other day I shared with you that you can go zap in if you are faster than him, or you slide in if you're slower than him. So in the Pak is you need this faster than him scenario, and your body need to be able to take it, or else it doesn't work. Okay? So Pak is for Zhong Gong, center door. Now, you got it? 70% of that thing is your aerobic training, your high intensity training. And your body have to charge out. The entire thing shoot up with your momentum and recycling momentum. That at the first contact is like that. Go watch Uncle Bruce Lee's the movie clip. See his body slam in, or else it will never work. Okay? So don't keep asking me about techniques. What techniques? As in the past two videos I said already, without that body, Shen Gong, forget about it. You are just doing dance. And that also show why is so many people complain that how come Wing Chun cannot use in the real fight? When you fight, you use Western boxing and then you go crazy and so forth. Look at all the China forum. Well, because you're thinking this is Pak. This is not Pak. Pak is this. Okay? Now, so what happened? If he's so fast, he come to me with Pak. How to break this? Using my hand techniques? How is it possible? He's faster than me already. What hand technique I can do? Defensive? His momentum is penetrating me. Like the Uncle Bruce Lee's movie. One shot, he penetrates that guy, his opponent. Can you, using your hand to handle that? So in the Pak, directly, you open his gate, you go in. Right away, you snap in. And that requires speed and momentum. If he is faster than you, well, there's a case that you get punched before he get, or you both get punched, but you got more severe damage than him. So not all those Wing Chun techniques like the movie will work. You have to base on your speed, how you drive your body. Okay? So there's the reality of ancient Wing Chun. Now, say I'm weaker. My opponent is stronger, faster, and he's going to use Pak Da at me. What should I do? Can I go doing Chi Sao with him? Be realistic. His momentum is penetrating me. I cannot stand even here. So what should I do? Hand techniques? Of course it's not. So one video ago, I shared the basic of the real Wing Chun. Remember? The 剑肉分枪. When the spear touching your body, that's where you slip in. That's where the Wing Chun come in. The short strike. The uniqueness and the proficiency. So, how to break this part? So say he's doing a Pak Da at me. He's going to slap this hand down, and this is going to attack me. This hand is attacking me. So what do? Well, simple. He's moving in. You just avert it, shift avert, you strike him. He strikes over here. That is receiving and move in, because he's moving in for you. Okay? In Chinese, this shifting is called sim, avert. Avert. Now, there's another scenario. If I am faster too, I'm very fast too, when he come in, I'm say as fast as him. Okay? When you come in, I move my step, slant my body, and now I close to him with a K-jump. This is going to drive in for the next move. Now, this moving the entire body out while receiving him and attacking him is called 扎山, 扎, or pin, slant. So when you heard about people say slant body, meaning that you have to move. Of course, you have to have the speed. Avert meaning that you just shift your body so that whatever it comes, it miss you, but at the same time you get him. So in the Wing Chun concrete it said, 以閃為進短破牆. 以閃為進, using avert as proceed forward. Using avert as proceed forward. Short breaks the long. So he shoot at me. I just avert, let it pass through. This is the time I'm going to attack him. And he's getting close already. So it's called 以閃為進短破牆. Okay? As for this slant body, he come in, I'm already here with the K-jump. This is Pinsan strike. And of course, everything, when you do this shift, your torso stability, your core stability, again, it's a momentum. That's why the Shaolin short strike say, your body from the feet to your head. 接转轮反 in Mandarin. Every joint is spinning and guarding yourself. So he come in, you guarding yourself with a spin, you get it out, you slam him. Or if you are as fast as him, he say he come in, you come in. Then there's an elbow strike range already. Okay? You look at most martial art today, is if people come in to grab you, you try to push them away. Wing Chun is not that. If somebody try to attack you, you move in like a snake. So all of this, you can say, oh, I see, I punch. What is that what it is? No, you need your body. Your VO2 max, your interval training will be able to handle the high speed. And this is what it means by not chasing hand. If I'm here, he already come at me and I try to block or whatever heck, that's called chasing hand. Thus, 剑肉分枪 or touching my body, the spear touching my body, I slips in. That is, you go for the center line. You don't play hand with him. Both of those are the concept of 戚继光. 戚继光 say, 不招不架只是一下，犯了招架就有10下. You don't want to parry him, you don't want to resist him. It's just one strike in. If you parry and tangle with him, then you are in Mahdi. Meaning that you both can get hit. Or you get KO if he's too fast than you. That's 戚继光. And also this slipping in is called rou, soft. Like judo, jiu-jitsu, you get close from an angle, slips in. That's called rou. Okay? This pakta, this is not rou, this is gan. Because I have to remove the hindrance from my slap, my pak, and strike him with the entire momentum shoot in. So this needs to be known. Again, as 戚继光said, it doesn't matter it is your pak ta or it is your yi xin wai zun or your pin san, all who is fast who win. That's 戚继光rule 460 years ago. Who fast, who win. It's based on speed. And also it said that 拳打不知. The reason you get strike, you get hit is because you do not know how he attacked you in XYZ. If one keeping training this pakta and all this thing and suddenly people come, turn around, give you a hook or a jab, you over. That's called 拳打不知 if you don't know what it is. So all of this is a calculate game. It is a war, man. It is not Kung Fu movie, okay? So you look into that. If you don't have your body Kung Fu, in today's language, aerobic base and your high intensity interval training with a really high training load, what do you have? Dance? You want to say under pressure? What under pressure? You want to play under pressure? What is your aerobic base? What is your VO2 max? What is your high interval, high intensity interval training? What is your endurance, in other words, for high speed? So this is what I'd like to share with you today. Now you know that it is not about this hand will dissolve this hand, that hand. No, it's just all momentum play. Think clearly. Why is Qi Ji Guang have the drawing 32 scenarios? Why is the Okinawan Bubishi have that drawing, but none of it talk about this hand technique, that hand technique? Everything is momentum. Think carefully. For past so many 100 years, why is it that way? Now you find out what is the reality. What is movie? What is fantasy? So this is what I like to share with you. It is a straight talk. You don't have that kung fu, you don't have that kung fu. You bully people, there's bully people, there's bad behavior. As Qi Ji Guang said, you want to try out all the scenarios, but you never take pride of you win, that you defeat other people. You need all those experience. You need to know what exactly it is. You want to go in from the center, the Zhong Gong, to attack the center line direct. You want to go sideways. How do you play? How do you set this thing up? Can your body handle that? Do you have that training? Until you know this, what sparring, what fighting, what test under pressure. Can you do it with this all these techniques? So as what I say again and again, just watch Xi Xiaodong, that tell you already what is the truth. What you train is what you get. How come 3 Wing Chuners drop under Xi Xiaodong? That game. Ding Hao, Li Gang failed miserably under Xi Xiaodong. And then the Xi Changhua failed even with the one-arm boxer. Why? Asking the question why. Instead of keeping talking, oh, one sparring, one fighting, test under pressure. The ancient say this, if one don't know, one go learn. Okay? If one don't know, one go learn. It's not sitting down there and become a grandmaster oneself. Well, one have no idea what's going on. One have no idea what is the reality in the world, and one have no idea what is Wing Chun is. But then, one be able to be keyboard warrior. Oh yeah, you know, this is though, like always people say, why you talk theory? Yeah, VO2 max is theory, aerobic base is theory, high intensity interval training is theory. Are you kidding? Ask those who train in sports, the athlete. Is that theory? So this is what I like to share with you. I go straight with this because this is what Wing Chun is about in the ancient. You don't have this kung fu, you don't have this kung fu. Between chasing hand and go for the body, that is the skill there. It is not like this. You're talking about don't chasing hand, don't chasing hand, but what you do is chasing hand. So with this 3 video, I share with you what it is. Okay? It is for the culture, not for getting who to beat who is number 1, who is the king of Wing Chun. nonsense. Okay, this is called Chinese culture.